I think we've got a very strong team of people who really know their respective areas very well. You know, a provost who knows the faculty culture, the faculty, you know, the issues that come with running an academic enterprise. We've got a VP for finance who's very, very strong and has a very strong business acumen. I think I handle myself pretty well when it comes to student issues and student affairs. So I think it's a really good team that has a lot of expertise in their areas. And I think then we all come together and we all ultimately have the same goal and vision here at this institution. Most of us who have worked in higher education for any period of time are pretty used to it actually, and pretty used to just having to adjust quickly on the fly to a new team member that comes in. We all have families, and there's also personal considerations. Right. We lose people and people move on because I just lost a person in my division this fall who didn't want to leave, and in fact the job was very much a similar job to what he already had, but felt like he needed to be closer to family. Come to college, your life is not segmented, Brian. I mean, you're a student all the time, not just when you're sitting in class. I mean, we want you to, the ideas you're thinking about or considering, those should be percolating all the time, and they are, I'm sure, whether you're sitting in the dining hall at Nelson, which is why Culinary Services is trying to encourage faculty and staff to eat in the commons. You know, so there can be that dialogue and integration among students and faculty and staff. It shouldn't be a random or sporadic thing for you to see an administrator or a faculty member in your hall. It shouldn't be like, oh gosh, what's happening? I mean, that should be part of the norm. Like, we live together, we're all a part of the Bobcat family. And you've got the philosophical, how do you make this happen? But then you've got the physical, how do we build these facilities? And you know, you're talking about enormous amounts of money, hundreds of millions of dollars that we're looking to invest in this. So the responsibility is very significant to get it right. Reconceptualization of what it means to be an undergraduate here in terms of preparing for your professional life. Things like requiring all students to have internships, out-of-class, mandatory out-of-class experiences, requiring all students to have intense case study type work, school and work experiences where you with a team of other people might have to engage in a case study with industry, with a company or with an institution, and have to come up with a final product for that. And if we do this, and it's a very big if because again this hasn't even been pitched yet, there will be no school in the country that is this aggressive in what we're trying to do for our students. What I sense, even you just mentioned protesting about tuition. Students who are protesting about that, I understand. I mean, it's expensive. I understand the pressures, all of that. What I think is inherent in that too is, at least in my mind, are they seeing the return on their investment? They're paying an awful lot to be here. Do they feel that it's worth it? It challenges us to say, are we providing the very best thing we can here at Ohio University to justify that cost? And I think some of these things that we're talking about do justify the cost.